Greetings, Fluff Moistaderos. Riv here. I got one sentence for you. Greymuzzles do not interact. What the absolute f***? That's right, I actually recently found that statement in someone's profile, and I had to make a video talking about it. Now, we do not do call-out content on this channel, so I'm not going to show this person's username, I'm not going to show their profile picture, I'm not going to show anything else on their profile but that statement and their age. So the exact wording, as you can see, is Greymuzzles DNI. Now, if you're not familiar with that because maybe you're a Greymuzzle, DNI means do not interact. This statement is used almost exclusively, like I've never seen it used any other way than referring to pedophiles and zoophiles. So this person is indicating that they find Greymuzzles to be so disgusting, they're using a statement that's usually reserved for pedos and zoos. Now, it would still be ridiculous, although I could understand it a little bit more if this person were a minor who was trying to put up a broad wall to shield themselves against adult content. Although the logic that Greymuzzles would somehow be more likely to interact with adult content than young adults is kind of ridiculous and not accurate, I guess I could understand if this was a kid. But it's not. This person is 23 years old. So the absurdity of this statement starts to multiply based on what this person's definition of a Greymuzzle is. Now, it's safe to say that's some arbitrary multiple of 10 years. Since this is the furry fandom where for some bizarre reason we label 30-year-old young adults as elders, that number is most likely 30. That's right, less than 7 years from this person's current age. So this person apparently believes that in that short amount of time, the amount of time that's passed between 2017 and now, 1/12 of the average human lifetime, in that little amount of time, every single person changes so fundamentally and so negatively that they're not even worth interacting with anymore once they cross that threshold. Now, I've made a couple other videos about Greymuzzles and what my opinion is of the 30 is old thing, and you can go watch them if you want. I'm not going to go over all that stuff again. The great comedian George Carlin was once talking about people who shave their heads, and he said something to the effect of, "If you want to be bald, do what I did. Wait a while." I kind of feel the same way about the whole 30 thing. If you think 30 is old, do what I did. Wait a while. All of a sudden, you'll be 30 and you'll be like, wow, I haven't changed at all. I'm the same person. This arbitrary threshold means nothing. But this person clearly thinks it does and is so adamant about their disgust toward Greymuzzles that they put out there on their profile, do not even interact. Now, normally I might contact somebody like this before I made a video and be like, hey, what's up? But I'm not allowed to because I can't interact with them because I'm probably, depending on their definition, a Greymuzzle because I'm over 30. And now, of course, as always, when this person does reach 30, they're either going to give up on this whole ridiculous notion or they're going to move the goalposts. I've seen that happen before, and it was probably even more ridiculous. This person turned 30, and they put a post out there, I think it was on Twitter, they're like, okay, I changed my mind. Now that I'm 30, you're 35 now, and if you reach 35, now you're creepy and should leave the fandom. I'd be really curious to see what happens when this person reaches 30 or whatever that number is that they define as a Greymuzzle. So why are they like this? Why would they put something like this in their profile? Do they really hate people who are older than them? Well, the first possibility is they're just being edgy. They're just kind of being a douchebag and trying to offend people. I guess it worked. Or maybe they're just hiding behind the wall of online anonymity and saying something they would never say to somebody's face, which I think is likely. Or maybe they truly believe it. If they do, time is going to be unkind to them. And if they do truly believe this, I think, unfortunately, it's kind of an indication of the lack of respect for elders in American culture. This person is from America. A lot of other cultures have a deep reverence for their elders, but we in the United States and maybe in broader Western culture tend not to. I think this is a perfect example of that, and the whole Greymuzzle idea kind of is too. I don't think the term Greymuzzle is necessarily bad if you personally choose to identify with that. I wouldn't identify as a Greymuzzle till I was probably in my 50s or 60s, but you know, some people might want to call themselves one earlier. But to have such disdain for people older than you that you would put out there on your account that you don't even want them interacting is just mind-blowing. I kind of want to meet this person and be like, okay, we're going to have a conversation about this. Do you realize what you're saying? And just kind of get their perspective and see what they really think. So what do you all think about this? Do you think it's reasonable for somebody to put Greymuzzles do not interact in their profile? I mean, sure, you can put anything you want, I guess. Let me know down in the comments. And as always, a super big thanks to our awesome patrons. We love you. Thank you for your support, and you keep this channel going and growing. For that, we are eternally grateful. All right, thanks for stopping by for my little rant. I got a furry friend visiting this week, so we'll try to make some more content. And then I got Megaplex coming up the week after. It's going to be a fuzzalicious couple weeks, and we'll try to share as much of it as we can with you. Thanks for stopping by. You stay safe and stay fuzzy.
Thank you.